Hello, my name is Keith Harrison. I work for a charity called Action with Communities in Rural Kent as its Chief Executive. We're part of the England-wide Acre network, so for those of you with longer memories, that makes us a rural community council, although not a council in a local authority type of way. My main focus during the COVID-19 pandemic so far has been on keeping the show on the road. And I'm lucky to have some great colleagues, both staff and volunteers, to help in the organisation to make sure that happens. We've got a couple of service areas where we have funding for the next 2-3 years in community-led housing and in tackling isolation through our rural coffee caravan, which are undergoing service design, and they give us a long-term view about what we're going to be doing as an organisation. Maybe more of concern of late has been that we're getting increased demand on those services which have had the most swinging funding cuts in recent years through austerity and occasionally some quite unusual political decisions at a local level, and that's political with a large P and a small p. So our support services for the county's 400 village halls and for its village shops and its social economy somewhat constrained, and we're not able to do as much as we would like, and it would be great to be able to return to the scale of operation we had on those a few years ago. We've also had a few events and projects held up, so money isn't flowing into the organisation as perhaps it was scheduled to do and budgeted for. And that even has an impact on my role as Chief Executive. So at the moment I'm looking at new ways in which the charity might operate in the future. We work with between 300 and 500 community-led projects in Kent each year. And at the end of the day, we're here to support those beneficiaries. You know, after all, nobody living in a rural community should suffer disadvantage because they live in a rural community. If you could get rid of that geographical, spatial disadvantage, we wouldn't need to exist. So at the moment, it's even thinking the unthinkable. What would it be like with no chief executive? What would that mean in terms of rural policy influencing at the local level, at LEP level? And LEP is very supportive in terms of its policy work around our sort of agendas. What would it mean nationally by working with Acre and with some central government departments? And even internationally, we've in the past worked with through lottery programmes and through EU-funded programmes which have brought new learning to Kent. We've transported ideas elsewhere, all about supporting rural people to overcome the barriers to opportunity that exist because they live or work in a rural community. So there's a lot of soul searching at the moment, a lot of refocusing on what we're really here to do. In an era of financial uncertainty, it's about making sure that the organisation is still here to support people in Kent. We've been here since 1923, so 97 years. And it's about looking at the other side, it's about celebrating the success. So we've been networking village halls and other community groups online. We've done that for a number of years. We're doing more of that at the moment. We're collecting good stories to share between rural communities. And we're looking just really at trying to make every day count. We're a charity. The NCVO has currently got a campaign called Every Day Counts. And we're hoping that by making this video, we're contributing to that agenda. We're aware also that the RSA Food, Farming and Countryside Commission is about to undertake a virtual bike tour to replicate the tour that was taken a couple of years ago. So any of you can participate in that with great stories from your communities about the challenges you've overcome. We'd encourage you to participate. We'll be feeding information into that particular initiative ourselves. And we look forward to a time when the world is a little bit more stable than it is now. I need to get back now to do some more work on continuing to make sure we can do the great things that we do for rural people, and I hope to see you again. Thank you.